Have you ever finished a Rocket League match and found yourself watching the other team celebrate and really just think to yourself, what just happened? How did I lose that match? And what could I have done to make it so that it was me standing on that podium celebrating?
Oh, we did it!
In this video, I'm bringing you 4 ways to play Rocket League, maybe differently than you have, to assure that you win more ranked matches, whether you're playing ranked 3s or ranked 1s or ranked Rumble. It doesn't matter what you're playing, this stuff really applies to everything. Before we jump in, however, I want to make sure you guys know that if you're wanting to go deeper into this game and really improve your overall skill, check out my Rocket League Mechanics Master Course on Gamers Ready. I've put a link in the description to make it easy for you. And in my opinion, the key to improving at Rocket League really is to focus on mechanics. I talk about that more in the course, but seriously, if you're wanting to win more and just play better, or maybe just be able to do some of the flashy stuff that you see other players doing, then this course is perfect for you. Again, link is in the description. Use code FLuuMP at checkout to get 30% off the course. All right, let's jump into 4 ways to win more ranked matches and ultimately rank up in Rocket League. So the first thing I want to talk about actually happens before you get out there and hit the pitch, and it's called hydration. Are you drinking enough water to perform at the level necessary? Is your pee too yellow? No, even more important than hydration, we're talking about your warm-up routine. I remember when I played versus Squishy on my channel, right before we started, I told my wife that I needed about 30 minutes to warm up. She thought this was pretty funny, in part because, there was really no chance of me beating Squishy, but mainly because the idea of warming up for a video game just seems silly to her, because it's not something where, you're using your entire body and all of your muscles and stuff the way traditional sports often do.
I was waiting for the demo. Oh, yeah, boy. Okay, here we go.
But tell me this, have you ever jumped on Rocket League and jumped right into a match and felt like your hands were literally cold, like they were just sort of stiff and slow, like you were trying to play Rocket League outside during a, Minnesota winter or something, and this caused you to, how do I put this nicely? Well, it caused you to completely suck. This is because you weren't warmed up, and warming up does take a little bit of time. Warming up also has to do with your mental state as well as your physical state. In terms of your physical state, it's primarily about warming up your hands, but mentally it's even bigger, getting yourself sort of reacclimated to the feel of the game, to all of the mechanical skill and ability that you have deep down within you. And for some reason, it just can't be reached until you've gotten out there and hit the ball around for at least a little bit. I recommend creating just a really simple warm-up routine, something that you find fun, that really just gets you back in the groove. It shouldn't be focused on like a bunch of different things that you think you need to work on, because that's just boring. Yeah, in my opinion, it shouldn't be about covering everything you can do in Rocket League, like you just need to cover aerials and flicks and wall shots. That's not the point at all. Just do something to get yourself feeling good. Maybe it's just a couple minutes in free play going for ceiling shots or whatever, something you're working on, then a few minutes in a custom training like workshop where you can work on, say, like a fun shot that's really difficult, maybe something you struggle with. Maybe just go do a bunch of flicks in free play, I don't know. Just something to really get the kinks out so that you're not warming up while you're playing, because a lot of people spend their first couple games warming up and they inevitably lose those first few ranked matches, or they lose a couple of them that they didn't need to lose. All right, the second thing on my list is that you need to learn how to play patient. This is so key. I can't tell you this enough, and I know the pros out there who maybe are watching this can vouch for this because it's how they perform so well at RLCS. You have to learn to be okay with being down a goal or even 2 goals without freaking out and feeling like you have to score right away. If you try to force a goal, you'll often find yourself out of position and, often end up just giving up a goal, for the other team, which ultimately can clinch that win for your opponents. There is a difference between having 2 minutes left in the game and having 2 seconds left in the game. So you do need to be aware of what the time is and how you should play. But a lot of people will have like a minute left and they start freaking out. So yeah, if there's 2 seconds left and you're down a goal, you absolutely do have to score. But even if there's like 30 seconds left, the key to you getting that goal will not be to rush. It'll be to keep your rotations, keep your pressure, keep your boost management. Don't go all in using all your boost on something stupid and then, choose to rotate all the way back for like big boost. Just take your time, keep the pressure, and just chill out and keep the flow going. That's how you score a goal. This clip of Johnny Boy reacting to the RLCS Season 1 land finals is a perfect example. Flipside is down a goal with about 15 seconds left, and they're basically just throwing themselves in the play. Basically, they aren't playing patient. Yes, it's not that much time, but listen to what Johnny Boy has to say about this, because even though this was like 4 years ago, he's still completely correct.
So here's, sorry to keep rewinding, but this is, again, so like typical for LAN Flipside right here. That's a reasonable touch by Cox, a shade lower, and that's hitting the back wall, so we're giving him a pass on that one. Don't know what Mike's doing on the other hand, like why is Mike flying in for this? Flipside have got to ask themselves, okay, 20 seconds, are we going to get one more chance to score? If yes, then rotate. If no, throw yourself at the ball. So Mike doesn't need to be throwing himself at the ball like this yet. I don't know what he's coming in for. But
if you're down 2 goals and you've got a minute and a half left, just don't start panicking. Focus on your rotations, focus on keeping possession and pressure, and that will give you the best chance for scoring those 2 goals that you need. Rushing in will usually result in you giving up a goal. Seriously, use this to win more ranked matches, not just when you're down. Try to learn to play patient and calm the whole time and really just wait for your opponents. Even when you're tied or winning, patience is so key in Rocket League. Being okay with just rotating and sort of doing the same thing over and over again, that's the key to winning in my opinion. So I like to think of this as the golden rule of Rocket League. Think first of your teammates and not of yourself. I don't know, something like that. Think about your teammates' experience over your own and try to play in such a way that they end up enjoying and really like can have the freedom to play the way that they want to play. And ultimately, you know, you're helping them win more. That's a good thing, and you'll win more. A good habit is when you start your match, just use your camera to take a peek over at your teammate. You don't have to say anything in chat. Just remind yourself that they are there as well, and that, you know, there's a person on the other end of that controller who's also trying to have a good time and win that match. So if you can learn to think this way, it will absolutely affect your decision making and also your chances of winning. So say this with me: Rocket League is a team sport. We're gonna do it again. Rocket League is a team sport. I'm guessing you didn't say it with me. I'm guessing you just watched it, but whatever. So we're gonna do it one more time. Rocket League is a team sport, unless you're playing ones.
Boom. Roasted.
This attitude will force you to look for passes more often. It will keep you from rushing in when it's clearly your teammate's turn to go for the ball, and it will simply give you a better attitude. That player is depending on you and you're depending on them, and your chances of winning go significantly down when you don't focus on your teammates. Play the match in such a way that they will get the most out of it, and trust me, you will win more often. All right, this is the last one. Be okay with losses. Now, I know this sounds counterintuitive. Win more by being okay with losing. That doesn't make sense. Well, the key to really ranking up is not winning every single match. It's being okay with losses so that more often than not, when you jump on for an hour or so, you walk away ahead, not behind. But you will lose every now and then, and that's okay. What's not okay is losing 3 or 4 or 5 matches in a row just because you got tilted about that first loss and because maybe you're not focused. Losing is part of this game. Rocket League is different than most competitive video games. Things like League or Dota or CSGO or even Fortnite. These games take a while. Like a match is maybe 20 minutes or 30 minutes or 40 minutes. Rocket League matches are much shorter. And thus in an hour or 2 hours of playing, you will have played significantly more matches than a lot of other video games, and the statistics will show you will lose more. Losing a single Rocket League match isn't the end of the world, and though the goal of this video is to help you have the right mindset to win more, having the mindset that losing is okay may actually be the ultimate way to actually win more. Rocket League is all about getting on streaks, not necessarily like a 10-game winning streak, but more of like, 2 or 3 nights in a row where you lose a couple, but you win a couple more than you lost. Say you lose 2 and you win 7 or whatever. Those evenings where you just put in a few hours, you come out feeling like you played well, you didn't get tilted, you quit before you were like losing a bunch of games, and you just managed to win more than you lose. If you find yourself on a losing streak, take a break, reassess your gameplay, do something different maybe, like go mess around in custom training or workshop map or go play a different game, whatever. But again, if you take on these few things that we talked about, I promise you'll have a much better chance of winning more ranked matches and ultimately ranking up. Thanks for watching, guys, and thanks for all the support on the channel lately. Make sure to check out my course over on Gamers Ready if you're interested in improving your mechanics. Use code FLuuMP for 30% off. Again, that makes the course like $14 or something like that. Super cheap. Crazy good deal. All right, we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.